Hi there, welcome and thank you for joining me today for Slack for Sales. In this demo, we'll give you a vision of how Slack is being used for sales teams. This session is for every salesperson that is interested in learning more about specific sales use cases and are already familiar with Slack. We're going to go deeper into demos for specific sales use cases, integrations, and workflows. In our demo, you will also learn how sales teams at Slack are using Slack, and we'll also share a customer example with you. A little about me. My name's Rowan Kisson, and I'm one of the senior solution engineers here at Slack. I've been at Slack for around 2 years now, and prior to that spent time at Dropbox and Symantec in technical and pre-sales roles. I spend a lot of my time with our customers, understanding a lot of their challenges, and showing them a vision of how Slack can help. It's an exciting role where I get to speak to so many different customers from different industries, all with their own challenges that they're trying to solve. Some of the common challenges I've heard are usually based around how do customers share information? How do they work better cross-functionally? And more recently, how do I operate better in this new work-from-home world? Today, we'll work through some of the use cases to cover off a lot of these points. Let's jump into the content. To start, a short reminder of what Slack is. Slack is designed to meet the needs of in-office, remote, and hybrid employees alike. Slack is a system of engagement for modern work. It's the one application that can be installed across every device of every employee. It provides just as much utility to your engineering team as it does to your sales team and every team in between. It creates a shared layer of engagement across the entire organization and eliminates the costly silos that can be a drag on collaboration and productivity. So, how is Slack used by sales teams specifically? And why do so many salespeople love Slack? The success of sales teams are critical for every organization. Let's look at the current environment we're experiencing and what Slack is doing to make sales teams more successful. There are some common problems or requests that we hear. A lot of companies struggle to share information and work cross-functionally to serve the customer and close deals faster. And in today's world, let's be honest, there are a few things that are simply beyond our control. And the simple fact is that across the board, sales is getting harder. Traditional outreach is becoming less effective, buyers are less willing to meet with salespeople, and sales cycles are getting longer. But there are many sales organizations that are still succeeding despite these headwinds. And they're doing it by controlling what they can, no matter what the environment. They're optimizing for digital-first connections to their prospects and customers. They're maximizing cross-sell and upsell opportunities by staying closely aligned with their current customers. They're upskilling their reps to make the most out of their teams. And when they have a deal on the line, they're moving with unprecedented speed to get it done. Because when prevailing trends are working against you, you have to make the most out of every opportunity. And for thousands of sales teams across the globe, they're embracing the trends and accelerating their sales success using Slack. During today's session, I'll show you how you can make the most out of every opportunity using Slack. What we'll discuss is how Slack can help achieve 3 themes. The first, maximize team effectiveness. And this starts from when you hire your sales reps. How do you enable quick, effective onboarding? How will Slack boost sales productivity? How do you work in unison with your cross-functional partners using channels? The second theme is Slack channels. How can they enable you to connect with customers in a whole new way? Thirdly, making your sales teams more efficient and improving the sales cycle to close deals faster. Speeding up approvals and not letting the internal processes slow down your deals. All of this ultimately leading to a better customer relationship and faster top-line growth. So let's start with maximize team effectiveness. Maximize the potential of your sales team by making it easier to ramp new reps faster, boost rep productivity, and upskill your team by coaching rep success in Slack channels. Let's see this in action. Traditionally, reps who are onboarding to a company or a new account need to spend a great deal of time hunting down the right people and the most recent knowledge. Let's see how this works in Slack. Imagine I'm an account manager at Acme Corp, and I've been assigned a new account, Burlington. At Acme, we create a dedicated channel in Slack for each of our accounts. So I'll start by searching for that. Here, I can see a channel for Burlington, so I'll go ahead and click on that, and join the channel. From here, I can see all the history on the account, allowing me to bring myself up to speed on the account and our relationship with them, without needing to bother the previous account manager or the rest of the account team. I can see a link to the box folder where we're storing documents for the account. I can see a recent document consolidating the latest feedback on the contract, and I can even see an update from Salesforce letting us know that a new lead has been created on the account. If there's a lot to catch up on, I can start with pinned items. These are particularly important messages or files that the account team have pinned to the channel for future reference. Since I'm here, I'll use this opportunity to introduce myself to the rest of the team. I can see that we've just received a notification from MidasBot. Midas is a Slack bot that sends accounts teams like ours notifications about possible buying signals. In this case, Eleanor Nowak, a project manager at Burlington, has visited the pricing page on our website. As well as notifying me about the buying signal, MidasBot also allows me to take action. Firstly, I could jump straight to Eleanor's LinkedIn profile, where I might need to connect to her and send a message there. Secondly, I could take a look at her record in Salesforce, our customer relationship management system, and see what previous interactions I've had with her. I could even add her to an automated marketing campaign built in Salesforce. And because this notification was sent to a channel, I can start a thread to collaborate with the rest of the account team. To summarize, account channels in Slack allow you to onboard reps faster and keep them informed on buying signals so they can react quickly. Let's look at how we can connect with customers in a new way. Slack can grow accounts and maximize customer loyalty by bringing reps closer to customers in Slack channels with Slack Connect, where teams can build stronger, more direct relationships, deliver customer value faster, and act on expansion opportunities in real time. Let's have a look at this in action. Communicating with customers and prospects via email can feel slow, formal, and impersonal. Let's take a look at how we can use Slack to connect with customers like Burlington in a new way. If I search for Burlington, you'll see we have a couple of channels. One of them, Accounts Burlington, is an internal channel for the account team to collaborate. The other one, External Burlington, is an external channel for us to collaborate directly with a customer. Let's take a look. Notice there are a few visual cues next to the channel name, and if I hover over them, it lets me know that this channel is shared with Burlington. I also have a similar notice here, just above the composer. And if I was to click on Eleanor's profile, I can also see here that she's part of Burlington. So, let's take a look at how we're going to use this channel. First of all, I've sent a message to Eleanor welcoming her to the channel, and she's replied in thread. Just beneath that, you'll see a message from our SuccessBot. SuccessBot is a Slack bot that sends customers updates on new and upcoming features, marketing events, and more. In this case, I can see Eleanor's signed up to the webinar that SuccessBot has recommended directly in channel. Having SuccessBot send these updates saves me time, but also ensures that our customers don't miss a thing. Now, I'll send a message to Eleanor. In our previous discussion, she's expressed interest in joining the pilot for an upcoming release. So I'll let her know that she's on the pilot and would love to get her feedback. A couple of seconds later, I can see some feedback's already come through. It's been submitted by Eleanor, who's testing our new release on her desktop. I can see her feedback is around the sections feature, and she's got a suggestion. From here, I could share Eleanor's feedback with the relevant product team's Slack channel giving them the kind of feedback they're looking for, and letting Eleanor know that her feedback influences the direction of the product. But how did Eleanor submit this feedback? Well, we've added a simple workflow in the channel that allows Eleanor and anyone else from Burlington in channel to submit their feedback in a structured way. They just need to click on the shortcuts here and click on Submit Feedback. Once they complete and submit the form, the feedback will be sent straight to the channel for us to see. To summarize, using Slack Connect, I have established a more real-time and informal relationship with customers like Burlington. In addition, I can make sure their voice is heard by sharing their feedback directly with our product teams. Let's have a look at the final theme, closing deals faster. As I mentioned initially, a lot of organizations struggle when it comes to cross-functional collaboration. But sales can win more customers with greater speed by bringing reps and cross-functional partners together in one place, streamlining daily tasks by automating workflows and integrating your CRM with Slack, and accelerating deal closure by making it easier for reps to collaborate with finance and legal on deal terms and approvals. Let's see this in action. Using email chains for deal approvals can be slow and painful, so let's look at how this works in Slack. Back in the Accounts Burlington channel, let's imagine I'm working on a proposal for Burlington and I'd like to request an approval for a discount. I can do that by using our Quote Approvals app. First, I'll click on Shortcuts and I'll type in discount. This is the shortcut I'm looking for, so I'll press enter. Now I'll be prompted to enter some information, such as the company name, justification, and finally the discount amount that I'm requesting. Once I hit submit, a couple of things are going to happen. Firstly, you can see here on the left-hand side, a new private channel is created for the deal approval. The channel is named after the customer, and because it's private, only people explicitly invited are able to see its contents. Speaking of which, I can see here in the channel, the necessary approvers have been invited in. From now on, all conversations around this discount request will be centralized here. The app shares all of the information that the approvers may need from Salesforce, our customer relationship management system, including the close date, the contract value, payment terms, and more. It also shares the discount and justification that I provided in the previous step. If approvers want even more information, they can click on Deal Stats to pull back additional information from Salesforce, such as the company's employee count. So, how does the actual approval work? Well, firstly, I can see the level of approvals required at the top of the message here. Level 1, Level 2, and so forth. Level 1 and 2 are sales approvals, followed by the sales ops approval, and finally the legal approval here. If I open the thread, I can see here down the bottom that sales approval has been requested from Alia, and she has the ability to approve or reject the approval directly from Slack. So let's see what happens if I try to approve my own request. So the app sends a message, only visible to me, letting me know that I'm not authorized to approve my own requests. Not to worry though, I can see now that Alia and others are approving this particular request. This was a straightforward approval, but if there was any additional information or discussion required, everything could happen here directly within the thread. To summarize, bringing together approvers in a dedicated channel and allowing them to approve or reject requests directly from Slack can significantly streamline the deal approval process. Now to hear on how one of our customers are leveraging Slack in sales for their organization. Aircall are a cloud-based phone solutions company from France with 7,000 clients worldwide and offices in Sydney, New York, and Madrid. Aircall leveraged Slack in sales around 3 key areas. One is building the sales culture and celebrating joint success. Second is to keep their global sales teams informed and foster alignment. Third, and most important, they use Slack in order to foster sales productivity and efficiency. Aircall have built some automation to assist with team visibility and alignment, and I'll walk you through some of the examples that we have here. The first one on the right is the Sales Alerts Account Executive channel. And as you can see, there is a feed leveraging integrations of their own solution, which is Aircall, and Salesforce into Slack in order to alert a specific AE of what's happening within their territories. Key alerting ensures that teams are able to take action when new users are set up on the account, or in the case of sad news, engaging with the customer along with customer success colleagues in order to avoid any churn risk. Dashboard sessions provide a high-level overview of customers who have not logged on to the monitoring dashboard in the past few days. So here, the cross-functional teams, such as customer success, can proactively reach out and ensure that the customer are optimizing the platform appropriately. Having these key alerts fed into channel eliminates the needs for management or account executives to access different platforms in order to get the important information they need around a customer. Having these dashboards visible to cross-functional teams ensure that they're able to react in real time. Another interesting use case displayed is where automation has been built into Slack to assist the sales development team at Aircall. The Droid bot alerts the sales development team on how many calls they've made at different times of the day. There's no requirement here of team members having to access different call management and the CRM platform. The important stats are surfaced into channel. This visible stat prompts the team to increase their call rates collectively to ensure that they're reaching their daily targets together. The business development manager at Aircall actually advised that after implementing Droid, call rates across the team have increased by 40%. We have also shared a list of channels which Aircall have implemented to address a lot of the use cases that are top of mind for sales team. That being information and knowledge sharing, celebrating joint success, and fostering collaborative sales culture. The Sales EMEA channel is a central channel where key announcements, sales enablement recommendations, and a lot of conversations within the team take place. It's very helpful to get the assistance from the wider team, especially now that we're all working from home. Feed trials is where sales can see live feeds of all of the new trials on net new accounts, without having to access different reports. Key trial accounts can be flagged for easy follow-up by the team. And finally, the Troops integration. This app integrated into Salesforce prompts the account executives to log calls directly from their Slack into Salesforce. It also surfaces key stats around closed deals into a win channel, allowing the team to celebrate those wins and drive culture within the Air Force sales team. Some exciting use cases of how Slack, along with integrations into their application ecosystem at Aircall, have transformed the way that the sales team operate. Thank you for attending this Slack for Sales session. I hope it's provided you with some insight into how Slack can be used to help drive sales teams. Have a great day.